20 years ago, millions of people in over 80 countries discovered a worldwide fitness phenomenon, the Abdoer. Now meet the all-new Abdoer 360. It combines ab toning and muscle shaping with aerobics to dramatically shed pounds and get sensational washboard abs, whether you're a beginner or an athlete. The secret to the Abdoer 360 is the patented core support column that allows you to work every region of your midsection. Best of all, you even get an invigorating back massage. It features over a dozen breakthrough innovations, including the amazing new dynamic fluidity seat. Just like a stability ball engages your core, the fluidity seat makes your muscles automatically fire. You'll burn more calories for a total body transformation, faster than ever.
I got on that machine the first day and went, this is going to do the job. I lost 22.5 pounds.
You want to feel like it's fun and easy, and that's what's so great about the Abdoer. In just 8 weeks, I lost 17.5 pounds and 17 inches using the Abdoer.
Now that I've lost these 31 pounds, my God, I feel like I'm a different person. This is amazing.
University research shows the Abdoer 360 activates abs just like a gold standard crunch, but you're off the floor in padded comfort. Target your arms, chest, and back, as well as your legs, thighs, and glutes. Right now, you can try the Abdoer 360 fitness system for 30 days before you buy it for only $14.95. And order in the next 4 minutes, and we'll send you $100 worth of incredible bonus materials. Call or go online now to join the millions that experience the incredible Abdoer. You can have an Abdoer 360 in your own home for 30 days for just $14.95. If you don't see spectacular results, simply send it back. Your total body transformation starts right now.
Are you being audited? And do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
one. Hold on, let me take this out of my mouth. I'm so sorry. It's a mint because I'm in theory, Julie Keel is going to be here with Housing Hub, but two things threw me off, and I'm late today. One, if my eye looks like I poked it out, I just about did, and I can't see mascara. So that was a thing. And then my phone, it's, I do a lot of show prep on before I get in here, believe it or not. And my phone went through its, what's it called? It's a new software. Did you get an update on yours, Stephen? No, you're iPhone, aren't you? Okay, so I'm Android, and there's a major update that went through my phone this morning without my consent. Was not happy with it, and because I did push the did the not now thing for a couple of days. It's been going on because I was talking to Tanya on Saturday when they were doing the mural that she went through the update, and she was telling me how to put it back to normal. So it's trying to do something right now. It took forever. I'm supposed to do something, and it's telling me it's telling. I really don't know what it's doing. It's telling me instructions, and I don't want to go through it, so I can't get into my phone today. Just right now. So FYI. So I think Julie will be here, and if not, we'll take our phone calls. We're doing our giveaway on the 30th, so we've got a couple of weeks left in May. Lots of things going on for Memorial Day, at least for remembrance. I saw that where the Boy Scout troop and the American Legion are making crosses. How did it go? Making crosses and having a flag. I think Rush Bricken donated the flags to the American Legion. At least that was the game plan when we saw him at the Miracle on the Mountain groundbreaking ceremony. David Griswold was there, and Rush was there, and Rush is really big about Representative Bricken is really he really is focused on flags. He if there is a bad a flag that shouldn't be flying, he'll change one. He donates flags to like the school got new like 2 or 3. The high school got a couple, and so he's just really good about that. Anyway, so that's Memorial Day weekend. Monteagle's going to be doing something that I don't have access to right now, but they're doing something for Memorial Day, a service of some kind. There's a lot, we are a very veteran focused organization and or community. So not organization, but a community. And so Memorial Day, which is remembering the folks that gave their lives for us, that Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and then 4th of July, the birth of our nation. So all that. So that's coming up. We are on the hunt. Lily needs a partner in crime to go to the Oak Ridge Boys on Sunday, 5 o'clock. Misty is going out of town, and Lily needs a partner in crime to go head on down there. So I've asked Christine, that's church night, that's, and I totally get that. And plus, they're standing room only tickets. So you got to be pretty limber during that entire show. Although, I'm sure we could get probably a chair if necessary, put it over on the side. I'm sure we can do something. They're always great. So that's what we're on the hunt for. Misty has got to go out of town this weekend and cannot go. Thank you, Frida, for giving those tickets. That is fantastic. That's a giving heart, and I love that. 50th reunion. I know I'm going to talk about that. 50th reunion. Class of 1975. So that is going to be July 12th at 3 p.m. If you know anyone who is in the class of 75 50th anniversary, Debbie Schrum is the coordinator. It is going to be at the Montego Pavilion, and I've got her number if you need it. So just she needs an RSVP. It's going to bring your own dish. I think they're doing barbecue if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but anyway, so that's going on. Wrestling's this Saturday. I knew that I was going to mention that. Jeremy James messaged me. And that's bell time's at 7:05, if I remember that correctly. It's at the Florence Scruggs Auditorium in Altamont at the Altamont City Hall. So that is this Saturday. And I am sure that there is more that I'm not thinking, but I'm going to do my column today, and then I'll tell you from there on out by the Grundy County Herald. And seriously, if you have not bought the Grundy County Herald lately, it is filled with just great articles. Tyler's a great writer for sports. Beth's a great contributor. Lisa's just an awesome writer. You know, you can tell that she has a long time in business. And I'll say it once again, the Herald is our paper of record. It is what is in the vault, in the bank, in the museum, or in Assembly Hall, actually, there at the Grundy County Heritage Center. So that's how, you know, we document history is those papers. So anyway, support local papers. You want to have them around for a while. If everything digital, it just won't be the same. It just won't be the same. Sometimes you got to fight for it. What else? Oh, yeah, I saw a 1909 news article from Mrs. Grundy, and it's hanging on the women's bathroom wall in the museum. And so I just popped up there and looked at some things. They had columns in 1909. They had, in each community, they had where everybody's going, who is visiting. Like, Mrs. Iva Wallace, Mrs. whatever Wallace went to Asheville to visit her sister who is not feeling too well. So-and-so had visitors in from Kansas, and they had a lovely walk along. I mean, it was cool. It was so cool. They had that. They had, Montego wanting to be incorporated so they could build a school. That was in 1909. That was an article in 1909. Anyway, all right. So that's all I know right now. Graduation is Thursday. That's also the big deal. So we're kind of figuring out how that weather's going to be. It would be so awesome if it dried out and they had it outside, because the new bleachers are cool. I bet they would take the kids through the bleachers. So now there's going to be a tunnel that's connected to the field house back there. And so now they'll come through their home team tunnel, like in football. But wouldn't that, I bet that's what they're going to do for graduation. Because, they all come in from the back area and then walk down. I'm curious how they're going to set that up. I'm curious. Well, anyway, exciting times. All right, let's talk about birthdays or anniversaries. Bobby and Janie Lane. We, through our branches, our kin, Bobby and I, and this little handsome couple there's my girl, they've been married 58 glorious years. Now that is what I am talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I know we have in here anniversaries, etc., from way back when, maybe 2015. I have all of these long time, whatever. All right, so our girl, you want to do a break and have Julie come in? Our girl is in the house, so we're going to do our quick break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.
In the Bible, you will find a couple of personal letters from the Apostle Paul to the evangelist Timothy, 1st and 2nd Timothy. In the first letter, Paul encourages Timothy in how he was to serve and establish churches in Jesus. Near the end of the letter, Paul wrote these following words. Teach and urge these things. If anyone teaches a different doctrine and does not agree with the sound words of our Lord Jesus Christ and the teaching that accords with godliness, he is puffed up with conceit and understands nothing. He has an unhealthy craving for controversy and for quarrels about words, which produce envy, dissension, slander, evil suspicions, and constant friction among people who are depraved in mind and deprived of the truth, imagining that godliness is a means of gain. But godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. Please hear this as I echo Paul's words to Timothy. Being in God, or having godliness, is not about the accumulation of stuff and wealth. There is something greater to be gained, and can be gained with content with what you have. Did you catch what Paul says he and Timothy, and dare I say other believers, were to be content with? Merely food and clothing. To those of us who live in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, listen up. If our main objective is riches, then we are ruined. It is enough for today to merely just have food and clothing. Maybe anything more than that should be used for God's glory and His kingdom. Something for you to maybe consider. I'm J.D. Cantrell, a member at the Montego Church of Christ, but really I'm just a guy who loves Jesus and wants to follow after Him. May you do the same and be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic. 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite girl is here. It was her birthday recently. What was
Thank you.
What was this?
49.
That's right. That was 1 year away.
I know. Now I'm like, I think you officially midlife, right when your body starts not quite bouncing back the way it used to.
Don't even get me started on
Yeah.
that.
Yep. No, I'm happy. I'm fine with aging.
But it just gets better.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Yeah. It was an exciting week in May, with the end of school and the accomplishments that are celebrated if you have a young person in your life in school and that sort of thing. So May can get sort of like December where there's just activity after activity. So.
And it's a special time all the way around, so you want to make it special, and you put some effort into it.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
Anyway, all right, we're going to talk about housing hubs next Workshop,
Yep,
right?
workshop. Yeah, we call them workshops. And it's because like I want people to come and get practical skills, gain some knowledge. Low commitment. It's 45 minutes, free workshop. So it's on May 22nd, a week from Thursday, at the Littell Parton Center at 6:00. So same time, same place, same day of the month. It ends up we're just fourth Thursday works. And we're bringing back we're going to do this periodically, but our Exploring Home Ownership workshop. And so really high level talk content about what home ownership, like, is it right for you? And start with some of the basics, like pros and cons of home ownership. One of the pros is you build equity. What's equity? Well, it's what your home is valued at minus what you still have to pay on your mortgage, and how that is as an important tool to build wealth, assets, whatever that is for you. Talk about things like, the drawbacks. If you don't want to do home maintenance, home ownership probably isn't right for you. Like, that has nothing to do with your finances. Don't want to do it. Yeah, just don't want to fool with it. That's fine. But really think through all of those things, because then that impacts like your readiness for doing something like a mortgage. And like we talk about, I often talk with folks that I'm coaching who start out with, I'm interested in buying a house, and so I went to the internet and I found this house that I want to buy.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, and so that's kind of like the backwards way to do things.
Please don't do that.
Right. So then we talk about, like, you get your heart set on something that you want to purchase, and then you start working backwards and realize it's really
not Amazon,
hard.
folks.
Yeah, and then you're like shoehorning yourself into a situation that just is not right for you. And so, like, really want to start with the beginning, which is really all about your desire. Like, do you want to do home ownership? Is it a goal for you? And then what do you need to what's the plan to put in place to get there? And yes, my friend Justin Lusk, who is a mortgage professional.
I had no idea. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, and I'm
telling you.
He brokers quite a few products that I think are really good for folks in our area. And some of the banks do as well. But I have learned so much. I went yesterday, he and I did a little planning about the content of the workshop, and I was like, I'll just be there for 30 minutes and we'll run through this. I sat there for an hour and a half and learned so much just talking with him. And still, the point is, it's just tough. The housing market is so tough. And so, even if home ownership is like 5 years out, or you're a young person and sometime in your life you'd like to own a home, because we talk about this, like, once you sign for that credit card, you are impacting your ability to get into home ownership and a lot of other things. But once you start using your credit, like, if you're using credit and home ownership is somewhere down the line for you, it's really good to at least get a high level understanding. And I, often work with clients who I'm coaching and will be for a year or more, till they're ready to do what they want to do. And when we talk through like these long-term goals, and folks realize that, like, it's much better to be financially fit and then start looking for a house than it is to be looking for a house and then have to, because financial fitness takes time.
It takes time. Your credit rating, and young people, and that's just it, young people do it. They don't think it matters that they haven't paid that bill.
Yeah. The other thing, and Justin's going to talk more about this too, that, he talks about thin credit, where you don't have diversity in what your credit is, and then like types, and then you don't have a history. And something new that I learned from him is that some of the products, like, when you go to buy something online and it's like, hey, if you want to pay in 4 installments, click here. Or you open up one of those, I can borrow a couple $100, pay it back, and then they'll offer me another little short loan, and I can, and you're doing that well. Those trade lines are actually just months long, and like, we need a credit history that's a year, 18 months for it to really impact our credit. And so, that just having a good score is important, but like, what else is behind that good score? is important too.
What's
And
it called? Thin credit?
Thin credit.
Huh.
Yeah. Learned that from. I mean, I'm sure I've heard it before, and just
Right.
it didn't click in my head. But I've thought about that with clients who come in have good credit, but maybe it's good credit and they've done one trade line. So like I have one credit card and that's all I'm using for credit. I'm like, it really helps if you get a personal loan or you're contemplating purchasing a vehicle, and if you pay a little bit more for that, I mean, there's like back and forth, use credit, not use credit. But if you're heading towards home ownership and you think about like, I'm going to use a little bit of credit, so pay a little bit more so that I add to my credit history, that's like getting your nails done, getting your hair done, right? You're investing in yourself. It's just a little bit, like we don't think about it in that sort of way. You're like, I like free money, I don't want to pay for my money. But if your goal is home ownership and your goal is, and that part of that is making your credit look better holistically, then just think about it as an investment in yourself.
Huh.
Yeah,
that is interesting because you keep like a Marshall's card or something. That adds to the pie.
Yeah. Yep. Don't close your use your credit, but don't close the longest standing. Our family has one of those cards where it's like the longest history.
Yeah.
And we don't really use it much anymore for anything, but like every so often charge a tank of gas to it, just so it's it shows up that there's a payment that's been made on it. So but anyhow, this is, like I said, it's a high level, it's an overview, but what Justin brings to the table, like I've learned from other mortgage professionals, is just like the insider information and gets folks used to sitting down in front. It's kind of intimidating.
It is intimidating. It really is. Banks and lab coats.
Yeah.
Both things just woo.
Yeah. Make your blood pressure high. Like you have high blood pressure.
It's not the lab coat. It's the bank coat.
And I find actually I found this across banks as other banks as well. But mortgage professionals are approachable. But it does take a little bit of it takes the edge off. Mm-hmm. When you've already sat with somebody face to face and you hear from them. So he's also, I'm like, give us your top 5. What, when someone comes in and wants to put a plan together, how do you coach them in that sort of way? So, and how Housing Hub interacts with somebody like Justin is that we help you do all the background work to get you ready to sit down, or Justin can help with, those mortgage professionals can help with, here's what on your income, without diving deep, here's what kind of house you can afford, and gives you a kind of an idea of a budget, but you still have that background work to do to get you ready to get into a mortgage.
And so you help this is what you do, is you prepare them for Justin.
Yep. And so like just trying to bring resources to folks. I know not everybody learns one-on-one or reading articles on the internet or YouTube videos. You want to sit down in person with somebody and be around the table with a group of folks who are kind of working on the same goals.
Yeah, it's not so scary anymore when you've got a team with you. I know back in my business days, or owning a business or trying to own a business, the relationship with my bank was so important.
Yeah.
Because, they're crazy enough to take a chance on me.
Yeah. No, exactly. And when you get in trouble,
they're there for you. I
mean,
seriously, I don't, a relationship with a bank is super important.
Yep. I mean, and there's so many things too that that your mortgage company can do to help you when you do get in trouble. I mean, I think people don't know about that, and then they wait too long to ask for help.
Too long.
And like you don't understand that is, even though it's a transaction, right? You sign on the dotted line and you think you're done, but they want to see you be successful in your mortgage, because that's, they get their money. They don't get their money if you default on your mortgage, and so I want to help you stay in your home, and that's so very important. That's near and dear to my heart, is to help you stay in your home. So yeah,
that's the other instance. I mean, just medical issues can happen, things can happen, and you can go under faster than you think.
Yep. So financial fitness, just like physical fitness, so important. And so that, maybe that's what people walk away from this workshop with, they, feel inspired to work on their budget, feel inspired to use some of the resources that we talk about, or if you want to get serious with getting a plan together, it's really easy just to sign up for coaching and get folks.
What's your age range that you're looking at now when you're seeing people that want to do this?
Gosh, so I would say typically we see folks I still have folks in their mid 40s that'll come in that would be in the first time home buyer classification. So that's like you haven't ever owned a home. It's been more than 3 years since you've owned a home. You could have like owned a home in a marriage. Now you're a single person. That would be a first time home buyer situation. So
I hadn't even thought about that.
And then, I do have folks in their 20s where they're trying to get out of either living with family, and maybe some folks in a rental situation. That's something that's tricky too. I was just looking to see that I couldn't find Grundy numbers fast this morning. I know they're out there, but statewide across Tennessee, over 40% of renters are cost burdened, which means they're paying more than 30% of their income towards rent. And what does that mean when you talk about home ownership? Well, then how do you save for your down payment if you want to get out of a rental situation? How do you save for your emergency fund first? That's what you should do first, like your emergency fund if something happens. It's really hard to do that when you're already a cost burdened renter, and I think that's becoming a bigger barrier. It's not my credit's good or I have a good paying job. It's that rents are so high that it's tricky there. And so I feel for folks in that situation. We also have a lot of folks who live with family and don't pay rent. And Justin will tell you that, in USDA, anybody, they're going to want to see a history of, if you're not paying rent to a company and people aren't reporting to the credit bureaus, which they can do now on rent. But if you don't like a history of paying something for your housing, that's hard for underwriters and folks that make sure put all the paperwork together and make sure you're a good risk on a mortgage if you're not paying that already. And so it's like just helping people get to a situation where how do you pay rent to family and how do you show that as part of your package of getting ready for a mortgage? So when you're in a rental situation too, I think this, and like I said, home ownership, something that you aspire to, you probably learn something.
Sure.
Yeah.
So come on out. Are they still doing those free meals?
I actually don't know about May. I wish I did.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up and nudge that towards you. I knew like the last 3 months that we did the workshop.
But I don't think they're continuing it, but I could be wrong.
And the last month's meal was delicious.
Was it?
Yes, it was tacos.
Oh.
Taco Thursday. Hey, I'll take them any day of the week. But
yeah,
but Chef Rick Wright was doing it was delicious.
Well, we did a social media training, Google training in that facility, and that was the first time that I've been in there. That's a nice little facility.
It is. The recovery forum that Leadership Grundy held a couple of weeks ago, it was in there as well, and it's
a nice facility.
It is. There's the kitchen, so you can do food if you have to for your event. Restroom technology,
bathrooms.
The space is usable. So I'm glad we're making use of that.
Yeah,
part of the school.
Oh, there's so many buildings that we would love to do other things with.
I know. We do too. Housing Hub, that's one of the things we've been talking about that we're not into, but like how we can help with blighted properties and, instead of breaking new ground for every build we do, could we take something that is an eyesore and turn it into
good bones, maybe, and you just renovate it like you did Mountaintop, really.
Or, like the land is good. Trying to figure out, is there a way around that?
Because Cowan did that. I mean, not that way, but they totally regentrified all of their homes, basically, and people would just buy them and then start flipping them.
Yeah. We'd like to flip them into the affordable market.
Bingo. Well, see, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the 22nd is the next workshop.
Yep.
And the fabulous Justin Lusk will be there.
Yep.
super smart fella.
Mm-hmm.
And he will talk about mortgages.
Yep, mortgage professional. You can ask questions. He's going to talk about his top tips for folks when they come in and are ready to. What does he look for with his clients to make sure they're ready?
That's good to know.
So,
I mean, it really is good to know. Huh, that's really interesting. All right, what else? Anything else you can think of?
Well, Housing Hub has acquired land. I know we're not quite ready to talk about specifics. We're doing a few more, we call due diligence with it, but it's in Colmont. We think it'll be 2 home sites. We're always hoping for more, but the way land and rocks and
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all that works out. Infrastructure.
Infrastructure is always a challenge.
I know it is, and it's good for us to understand that too. But like every piece of land is different. It's like it tells a story, you know.
It does.
You gotta learn it.
I don't think I'm going to perk today.
Yeah, build a relationship with it. So, but what that means is that we're starting right now on house number 2. And
that's so exciting.
I know it is. It is great. It is great to get some momentum going. We're still working on, bringing in other types of grant and subsidy, and to figure out that, like, get ourselves a good portfolio of being able to help folks who are having a hard time getting into a mortgage to afford what's out there on the market. Help folks get to that place. So.
Sure. Yeah, and it's the long game, but I mean, you're used to the long game.
Yep.
I mean, it's just you just keep on
moving. Yeah, trying to move forward. Make sure, do what we can, figure this out.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was telling her about the tourism expanding because of a need, and it's just it's exciting, but it's scary too because change is hard.
Yep. And it's risk. I mean, and that's the thing is like there are very few things that I find in this enterprise of nonprofit housing development where you can take the risk. The risk is easy to take, I guess, because we just don't have the kind of resources in rural places that there are in urban places, which is probably why Housing Hub is the first of its kind.
If it's easy, everyone would have done it.
And all of our existence of Grundy County, right? And it took 17 years for me to catch the
long
bug.
Game, babe. Long game.
Yes. But this is the kind of job that I feel like I've never worked a day in my life.
Yeah.
I just I love doing it. I want to help us solve this problem. If there is a solution, if this is the solution, maybe it's something different after the experiment of it, but. Excited to get that house that we had designed by Amanda Shadowins. See that come up. Real life.
Oh,
come off the pages.
Oh,
yes, I know.
You've been living your best life, man.
Trying. Just changing the world.
That's why not?
What else are we gonna do?
Why not?
Yeah.
What if? Why not? All right. Well, I'm gonna send Julie out to spread joy and sunshine wherever she goes, because you do, and I'm so happy for your birthday.
Thank you.
And she's got the link. She can come in whenever she wants to, you guys, because I learn something every single time. So we're gonna go on a quick break, send her off, and we'll be right back. Thanks for watching On the Mountain. See you in a minute.
So, you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So, pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-981-8940.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-981-8940.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TenCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TenCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and Certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. And once again, Dr. Eric Shull is a new sponsor. We're going to get all of his information, and I think he's scheduled in on May the 20th to talk about whatever he wants to. But they've got some really cool stuff over there. Eric goes over there. It's he's third generation, great family, great staff. Maria's over there. My girl Maria's over there. Great staff. It's a happy office. So super proud to welcome Dr. Shull aboard. All right, let's go into our prayer list. Gosh, this is so weird. My phone is so weird. All right, let's go into the prayer list. Let's continue to pray for Dulce and Christine Nunley, Lewis Glover, Frank Brawley, all of the unspoken, especially Miss Jones unspoken, Jeff Kilgore, Gracelyn Bryant, Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart, Brenda Caldwell, Johnny Braden, Vicki Lane, Charlie McDowell, and Joyce. It was great to see them on Friday. I got a beautiful necklace that totally matched my shirt at that time. It was great to see them. And I also saw Charlie Byers. He got that big Eric, his woman got that Eric Cook basket of flowers, and he skedaddled over to the office and got that. All right, and let's Brenda Bourne, Ronnie Bourne, Obadiah Sanders' daughter, oldest daughter, Lisa Roberts, who's Clarence's sister's oldest daughter. We're going to pray for all the drug addicts, all of them, that they fill the hole in their heart with Jesus. I just had a Bible study on that this morning. So Dave Crabtree, Ricky Baker, all of the unspoken, I already have that, Benny Kilgore, Russell Fugate family, Jeff Meeks, and Miss Ophelia and Miss Stella. So that's our prayer list. Lord, lift up our folks, if you don't mind. Show them that little signpost that you're there. There's some people that are hurting. There's some families that are hurting. There is some health issues, just all of the above. You know the needs. If you just would show them a little bit of light and love, and show them that you're all in control, and we trust you, and we love you with all of our heart, and thy will be done. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's get to the phones. Today's Tuesday, which means the boys will be here, so we've finished our last break, so we'll have a full half an hour before the boys, but we have to do a hard stop at 9 when they come on in, the Tim and Mac show. So they always spread their brand of wisdom like Grady Ward did. All right, here we go. Got full lines. Morning.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Oh, I didn't know, Ty.
Who are we going to get to take you to Oak Ridge Boys?
Well, I was thinking about you last night and this morning, and I'd have asked you if you wanted over Sunday.
Yep, I would have offered up first off when I talked to Misty. I can't do it as well.
Oh, well, that did make sense. Talked about it last night and this morning.
Well, I would hope you would think about me, Lily. No, I thought about it too. I would have volunteered right away when Misty called me. So we're going to find you someone that will be your buddy, your partner in crime.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you know something. This 2-3 days, anyway.
Yeah, we're all on the hunt. We're all on the hunt. So just I feel someone will pop in and you'll get to go, and all will be well.
You know, it is, that somebody around here, down here at the drugstore, that one of the girls, or somebody.
Yeah, you It could be a boy. You could have a pal too.
Yeah. Well, you think?
Grab one of those flurries. I bet Tommy would love to do it.
On my forwarder.
Do what?
Down on my last lid on my forwarder.
What does that mean?
Hub is 4 out. It's about ready to fall off any time, and I went into Johnny Denson this morning and asked him he got Jimmy House this number. He did it to me, and I told him, and he tell Ben Sanders to give me a towel, and I know see if he time picked it up, I got my oil and stuff sitting by the door, and I wouldn't mind just sitting in 2-3 days, and if I got I'm menacing up tomorrow or something, and so I might as well go ahead. If I know here, he said he haven't called me here any time, so I'm hoping he'll call me any time by 9 anyway.
Okay, well, I'm going to definitely send up a prayer that all works out.
Yeah, because I did it. It done good, but, sometimes I just don't take no chances for that wore out hub, and it was sticking out so far. And
yeah, you don't want to have an accident.
I was in town yesterday morning, hanging around PC's and Tommy, and we went and picked up some bread that summer lot. But I have it for brownie sandwiches, people just saying want brownie sandwiches and stuff like that. And so I went somewhere else, and I said, well, God, I said, if you just let this hub hold out till I get the house, until later on till I get out and back, and I didn't start on just a few minutes. I went to family daughter. I stopped by to see Misty for a minute, and I said, I'll holler out to you after a while, and so I did it back up here, and so when I got home, I locked it down, covered up, so now I ain't good with it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to fly. Mac and Tim are coming in this morning at 9, so I'm going to get through everyone if I can. I'm just going to, we're all going to just pray that you're safe and that all gets fixed.
Yeah, you think everybody won't do this weekend?
No, we're in the same boat together.
Oh, okay.
We're in the same boat together. We're in the same boat together.
Yeah, well, I was talking about him too. See, he wants to do this weekend,
Yeah. Good luck with that one. No, we're together on this one. But all right, just keep me posted, and we'll talk soon.
Okay,
I'm gonna go. All right, see you. Bye. Morning. Morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
The doctor.
Okay.
At the baby doctor. So I will let you go.
Okay, yes, ma'am. See you. Bye. I don't know why I'm talking so. Well, I know why I'm talking so low. Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
What you doing?
I'm ready to go outside.
You're about ready to go outside?
Yep, I'm ready to go to work.
All right, good. What are you gonna do?
Just work around here today, I guess.
Okay. Well, Frida just got in. She's at the baby doctor.
Yeah, she's gone to Murfreesboro.
Oh, how fun. All right, baby doctor, how fun. All right, buddy. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, see you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning. It's been a long time since I got to call y'all.
Well, Dolly, what you doing?
I'm doing good. This is Donna Cunningham.
Oh, Donna! Oh, my goodness. Where have you been? You wonderful human. I saw your name on the bus driver list when it was like the week of Let's Thank Our Bus Drivers. And I saw your name still on there.
Yep, I'm still here. Hi, I have got an announcement for Tracy City Fire Department.
All right, hold on. Let me grab my paper. All right, go for it.
I'd like to see a lot of people support this, because I don't know if they know what our local fire department does.
Yes, ma'am.
Peers. For all of our, county. They cut trees out of the road for us. They help do lift assist. They help do rescue. They help do car wrecks. They help do house fires. Mm-hmm. So I really wish, it would be supported for them, because they do this a lot. They don't get paid a lot for this. Mm-hmm. It's more volunteer, and they have to do training and everything. So I'd like to see this supported for them.
Gotcha. What is it?
It is a pancake breakfast.
Ooh, pancake breakfast.
Yeah, they don't have different stuff. They'll have like bacon, sausage, and maybe some more stuff. I don't know what all they don't have, but it'll be a good breakfast.
Ooh, good.
And also, it will be May the 17th.
May the 17th. Gotcha. Huh? And this is Tracy City Fire Department, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tracy City, yep.
Gotcha. Where's it going to be at?
Plainview Community Church Center.
At the center or the church?
At the center.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so we got, that's a great place for breakfast, Donna.
Oh, yeah. And it is from 7 till 12, so if you sleep late,
you can still go.
They'll come by. Yeah.
All righty, and what's the cost on it?
I don't remember.
That's okay. You can let me know, or I'm probably going to hunt for it on Facebook. I think I posted it on Morning on the Mountain. I remember something like this. So I guarantee you it'll be in my column. For this week.
Yeah, it should be. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it was.
What? The $8?
I try. Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. Don't quote me.
Don't quote us on it.
Yeah, don't quote us on it. We're going to find it, and we're going to report back tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to. I'm getting ready for knee surgery, and so.
Oh, good for you.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I just have my knee fixed.
Well, okay, school's over.
Well, and we still need bus drivers.
Yes, ma'am, we sure do. Billy Moon can even train you. Yeah. Okay.
We still need that. Billy Moon can help.
Yep.
And stuff. So, you got all summer to do that. And I'm telling you, people need to get their license to drive these babies.
Mm-hmm. It's very, everyone who I've known, bus drivers, it's a labor of love.
Yeah, it really is, because you get to know the family and the kids, and most of mine has my phone number. I'm like, here.
Yeah,
or you need me, if I have trouble, I'm going to call you, and And so, you have to learn your kids and your parents and stuff.
It is a true blessing for sure. But yeah, can't Billy get that license for you or work with you on that?
Well, yeah, he can really work with. He's good about working with you to get it.
He really, that's what I've heard. So, all right, let's more bus drivers. What else before you go to surgery? What else do we need to know?
Fugate.
Oh, Russell Fugate, I know.
Oh, Lord, that was such a shock. I was in Vanderbilt with my sister.
Oh, no.
I was upstairs on the floor above us.
No.
When all that went down, yeah. So, their family needs a lot of prayer. Of course, we've lost a lot of people in the community.
Yes, ma'am.
Few months.
Yes, ma'am. It's been a tough couple, but he was too young.
Yeah. He was a year young. Well, 2 years younger than me.
Like I said, he's too young.
Yeah, I mean, when you get there, it ain't that old.
It is really not. I don't feel like I'm as old as I thought I was when I was young.
Mm-mm.
So,
no.
Anyway.
Who's helping you there? I'm not at home.
Oh, I don't have anyone. It's just me.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been alone for about 2 years.
Oh, yeah, but I thought maybe you'd had somebody by now.
No, it's just easier. I've just been trying to focus on having guests come in the morning. I've got a new booking app, so it's super easy.
Oh, good.
So I fill that time. And then we just chit-chat on the phone afterwards, so you don't need really 2 people.
Right.
So we just kind of adapted. We pivoted.
Right. Well, and also congratulations to our class of 2025.
Yes, ma'am. Are you praying for them to come out of the tunnel and go under the new bleachers and be outside? It's going to rain, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is. I'm afraid it is.
I'm afraid it is, too.
No, I mean, I think the way they've been doing it's fine. Why put our kids through all that going under them bleachers and stuff?
Right. Okay, I don't know. It seems like super cool.
Oh, does it? Well, I mean, I haven't looked under the new bleachers. I saw them last week, and they are very, very nice.
They are super nice, and it's like when you come out for football, when you come out of your own tunnel, it just does something.
Yeah. But I haven't looked under there to see, how they'd have to walk or anything, or if they'd have to step over a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know that for a fact that they're going to go through there if that was graduation, because I don't know how they're going to, what does that affect with the new bleachers? Like, how does that affect everything? So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know if it's going to be tripping hazard or but whatever the kids want, it's fine with me.
Amen, Donna. Amen. Well, I am so glad that you gave this information because you're right. Our firefighters are the wind beneath our wings, and they do so much.
Yes, and I have one that he does it too. So
does it? Of course you do. Yeah, it is. It's our warriors, and they're amazing. We've got a great group in Monteagle, but Monteagle went to paying their fire chief.
Oh yes.
So they're using they're using their tax dollars that way, which I think they should.
Oh yeah. I think that I think even the government, the state has done set up stuff for our fire department members in case something happens, they get exposed to some of this stuff.
Yeah, the state's very supportive of our fire departments.
I
don't know, maybe one day it'll be like a one Grundy fire department or something and have a paid staff. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're good about coming out. Monteagle helps Tracy helps Como helps Fruitley Farmer. Yeah, it's an effort that's across the mountains.
Yeah, Altamont, and we've got a new EMA person, Matt Griffith.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Who's absolutely he's absolutely amazing, and he's a team, player.
Yeah, and that's what's going to take on our county.
It really does. We're just going to have to move on and work together.
Yeah, it's not about you and it's not about me. It's about us.
Yeah, we just have to think that way, and we're stronger that way if we do.
Oh, yeah. Working together is stronger.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, You have a great one,
I'm
honey. Thank you.
I'm so glad that you called. I was just thinking about you, like I said, and good luck with your surgery. Surgery. Do you want me to put you on the prayer list on that?
Yes, you can. It's the 27th.
It's on the
May.
27th. All right. 27th. All right, girl. Well, happy Tuesday, and I'm so glad that you called.
Okay, bye, honey.
All right. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Leslie. How art thou? Where were you yesterday?
Oh, I had a doctor's appointment early yesterday morning.
Okay, good. Everything good?
I don't know. They had to do a scan of my stomach, see what was going on down there.
Okay.
Something down there that needs to be taken care of.
Okay. Well.
As far as I know, it went all right.
All right. They would have told you, I would think, if they saw.
No, they won't. That technician won't tell you. They send all the information to the doctor, and they let you know.
Oh, gotcha. All right. You have no worries, though, do you?
Say what?
You don't have any worries, do you?
My healer is Jehovah Rapha.
That's right. That's right. Hey, anything we need to know before we go? Are we going to do the Book of Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Today is Pearlie Copeland's birthday.
Whose birthday?
Pearlie Copeland. She works at the Save-A-Lot there.
Oh, okay. And it's her birthday today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Yay. And I don't have my phone, so I don't have Ted, so but I'm pretty confident we're going to be okay with Daniel.
We will this first part, so yeah, it'll be all right.
Okay.
I'm going to do 7 verses. It's going to get the first 2 verses and then 5 more of the next part of it.
Okay.
It's Babylon's siege and well-favored men are chosen. It's just introduction.
Okay.
All right, first verse, first chapter. In the 3rd year of the reign of Joachim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, into Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand with part of the vessels of God, the house of God, which he carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his God. And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his God. And the king spake unto Esphaz, the master of the eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and skilled in wisdom, and cunning, in knowledge, and understanding, science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now among these were of the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, to whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names, for he gave unto Daniel the name of Belshazzar, and Hananiah, Shadrach, turn a little bit, and to Mishael of Meshach, and to the Azariah of the Abednego. I get that first part. But it's just telling what the king done, try to set up everything where he can have these men present with him all the time, have knowledge and understanding of different things.
So these people are all with?
They're what?
I don't even understand that whole thing.
Well, good. Join the club.
Okay, yeah, I just don't. I don't understand. So where was Daniel in this whole? He was a prophet. He's a prophet. He's
the main focus in this chapter. See, Daniel and Michelle, Shadrach, and Abednego wasn't the only ones taken in there. Ezekiel was taken in there, and several other ones.
Into where? Is it the king or
Babylon?
The king of Babylon?
Yeah, Belshazzar had them brought in that they might be able to stand before him and tell him things that he asked, with wisdom. Like somebody stand before somebody regal and explain things to them or talk to them about certain things or visions or anything. Kind of like a seer or somebody that tell the future or anything like that.
Did he have a bunch of them?
He probably did. He had probably more. He had more than just Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He had several in there that they were knowledgeable and understanding of the law and all this stuff. So yeah, he had several there. See, Ezekiel was a prophet in Babylon at that time, and you can read in the 37th chapter of Ezekiel where he talked about the Israel being his dead people, filled of bones. But God made them stand on their feet, and they gave them skin and everything else, and brought forth a great army. So he's talking about the return of Israel, Judah out of Babylon. He's telling all the prophecies of what's going to go on through this time and after this time in the book of Daniel.
Okay, so they're talking about the people eventually leave Babylon. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you'll find that in Ezekiel 37 when God raised up the dry bones.
Okay.
They were his dead people.
Okay.
137, you read of how the people of Babylon, their captors, went to the children of Israel singing a song of mirth and play on their violins and stuff. It says, how can we sing a new song in this time? You know, how can we sing a song? You know, their song had disappeared. Everything, all the goodness that God gave them has disappeared, and they were as dead men.
Okay. Wow.
There's a lot in here that I can't get to right now because we're all the time.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. This is a whole nother,
You have to go from Revelation to Daniel to Ezekiel and some of the minor prophets here.
Right.
Get it all in order. There's a lot in there people can't uncover just by reading, explain a little bit. You've got to have references to go back and forwards to find the whole picture of this.
Okay. Wow.
Daniel and them wouldn't eat of the king's portion.
Okay.
They got pulsed and watered for 10 days, and they were fairer than all the rest of them. We'll get into that in the next part. But Daniel refused to eat of the king's portion because it would defile his body, because he's Jewish.
Oh, so he kept with his Jewish customs.
Yeah.
Okay. He wouldn't do unclean meat? Is that what it was?
He wouldn't eat what the king eat, no.
Okay. All right, Leslie. I appreciate you, and just keep us posted and do a short prayer for you.
Good, because prayers are working.
They do work.
I've been feeling pretty good the last few days.
Yeah, they do work. We know that.
Doctor gave me some different pills for my allergies, and it seems like it's heavy, just one a day. But it seems like my allergies is a lot better than what they used to.
Praise, praise, praise.
Yeah, and God did his part too.
Yes, he did. Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Leslie, and hopefully we'll talk tomorrow.
The Lord's will.
Lord's will. All right, buddy. See you, bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Ophelia. How are you, honey?
I'm doing okay, I think.
Okay.
Feel like I'm doing okay.
Well, that's always good news.
Yes, it is.
All right. Any good thoughts for today? Anything running through your mind?
No, I don't think of anything right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a fabulous day.
Oh, I hope you have one also.
Thank you, sweetheart. I'm so glad that you got out for Mother's Day. I think that's wonderful.
I will.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye. Morning. Hello. Hello. Morning.
Morning, Alva.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm cutting up broccoli for our babies for
snack this morning.
Sharon,
and Discover Together.
I was
Thank you.
I was just thinking about you the other day as well. Funny that you should call, and I can't remember what it was, but you popped on something. Hey, is it Memorial Day? Are you guys doing something?
Yeah, we're having our service on the 23rd.
All right, let me write it down. All right, so May 23rd. At what time?
6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Okay, and this is Orange Hill?
Orange Hill, uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am. And what else do we need to know about that?
Well, let's see. We're going to have the Squatchy Valley Honor Guard again.
I just saw Dennis Hunt yesterday. All right, go ahead. So the Squatchy Valley Honor Guard.
Uh-huh, and the bagpiper.
Oh, my gosh, the bagpipe?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh. Are they going to do Amazing Grace?
Probably.
Oh.
They usually do.
Oh. All right, what else?
And we'll be honoring 2 veterans.
Okay, who are those?
One is Mr. Larry Phillips, and the other gentleman, I was trying to think of his name, and I can't remember.
That's okay.
His name is. And let's say, and anyone that wants to come and light a candle to put on their loved ones' graves, we're going to do that too. And we're going to be dedicating a little bench to Miss Peggy Griffith.
I was just thinking about Peggy. She would always be there.
Mm-hmm.
Always be there for that ceremony.
She was a big help to our cemetery.
She really was. So you're going to do a bench for her?
Yes, sir.
You're going to do a bench?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Dedicate a little bench in her memory and honor.
At this ceremony?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
All right,
and
Sharon.
I think that's all that I can remember.
Well, anytime something cool is going on, call me.
I will.
So I appreciate that, and enjoy those babies.
All righty. Y'all have a good day.
All right, Sharon. See you. Bye.
Okay, hon. Bye.
Let's put her name down. I know I have her phone number somewhere. Morning.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Shirley. What's going on?
Oh, nothing right now. We'll get up and get...
All righty. Well, I'm under the gun a little bit. I've got some fellas coming in at 9 o'clock, so hit me. Here they are right now. So hit me with what you got to sell.
Okay, I still got the shop press, the nail gun with nails, the caps, the cherry coffee table, the TV table, the car seat, the dog cage, and a bench to give away.
Perfect.
Call me at 931-668-9217 or come by 920 Leesville Road in McMinnville.
Fantastic. I hope you have a fabulous day.
Yes, do the same.
All right.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. Register me.
Yes, ma'am. I got you down. You have a fabulous day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye, sweetheart. Morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I am doing fabulous.
Well, good deal. This is James Everett Lee.
Well, James Everett. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I wanted to give you an announcement of something that's happening every Tuesday evening at the Mont Eagle Community Center.
Well, hold on. Let me get my paper here. All right. So at the Mont Eagle Community Center.
At 6:30 every Tuesday.
6:30 every Tuesday.
It's called At the Table. It's for people who are curious about faith and they want to ask questions and figure out how life is going, anything's going on. Faith, life, what matters most in their life. There's no judgment. Just come and fellowship and ask questions.
And it's called At the Table?
Yes, ma'am.
That is really cute. All right, so every Tuesday, thank you. Every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m., Mont Eagle Community Center.
Right, and last week they had Subway sandwiches for people who showed up. So.
Oh man, they even feed you?
Oh yes, ma'am.
Oh, and you just talk about how long does it last usually?
It's usually about an hour. There's a video, and then it talks about faith and whatever faith questions you have, and then you sit around and talk about both the video and ask questions and go from there.
All right, that sounds like dorky fun to me, because it's the best Bible study ever, right? Their book study, book club.
Right.
All right, well, thank you. Who's leading it?
Jesse Goodman.
Jesse Goodman.
Yeah.
Got you. Do you go?
I do go, yes, ma'am.
Well, then it'll all be interesting conversations. All right, James Everett, I love it. Thank you so much. And when did this start?
It actually started last week, but we're trying to get the word out and let people know that they can show up and just enjoy.
That's fantastic. Do you guys have a Facebook page or group or anything yet?
Not at this point, no, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha. All right, because that's how we find out information is Facebook.
Yes, ma'am, that is true. I put a flyer on my Facebook page. You can go look at the flyer.
Oh, okay, so there's a flyer on your page. Okay, I can do that. I'll share that and I'll put it in my column. How about that?
Sounds great. Appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. I think that's a great idea. You have a wonderful, blessed day, sir.
You too. Take
All
care.
right, see you. Bye. I love that. All right. What time is it? Did we do good? Oh, we did so good. You guys are awesome. All right. I'm packing up. Tomorrow is Wednesday, which is usually Mayor Brady Update Wednesday. There is so much going on right now that, there's a lot to talk about. So I hope he does call in. I hope he's able to do that. I mean, that has been since COVID 2020, 5 years and running every single Wednesday except for a few. So pretty cool. All right, that's it. We're going to head on out of here. The boys are in town. No, they're in the wings. They're in the green room, and they will be here to impart their special brand of wisdom. So we're going to take a break. We'll see y'all tomorrow. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.